Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Wife Table. I'm your host, Brittany Williams. The Wife Table is a place where wives meet for real, raw, honest conversation. Here at the table, nothing is too uncomfortable, nothing is too polished, and nothing is off limits. Here, we're putting it all on the table. Now, before we jump in, I just want to thank KW Portrait Studios, a creative space for families and local creators. From self-portraits to podcasts, they help bring your vision to life. They are the sponsors of this episode, and for more information about KW Self-Portrait Studios, you can see the description below. So this podcast was created for wives who love God, love their husbands, and love their families too, but also have questions, maybe some frustrations, and going through a season of growth or change. They're looking for something different than what you're seeing on Instagram and Facebook every single day. So why this podcast? And why now, you might ask? So I started this podcast after being nudged by the Holy Spirit multiple times. I've been spending time in prayer, just asking God, where do you want me in this season? What do you want me to do? And this idea came to mind. It's not something I planned, but something I truly believe that God is calling me to in this season. So I'll share a little bit about me. I'm a wife. I've been a wife now for just over 7.5 years. I've been together with my spouse for 10 years now. I have made so many mistakes along the way, but I'm hoping to learn and grow. Let me speak from the heart a bit. So for me and my husband, we've always felt like we've been called to couples, to marriage in general. I remember before we ever even got married that we said when we have our own place, when we have our own home, we're going to invite couples in. And so it's kind of like a full 360 moment where the Lord is saying, no, this is the time now for you to really invite those couples to the table, invite those wives to the table. We have opened up our homes to couples. We have built a village of couples around us. And you're going to see some of those couples and those wives appearing on these episodes for this season and the seasons to come as well. So who is this podcast for? It's for the wife who wants a stronger marriage, who is figuring out what partnership in marriage looks like, who's learning to communicate better, and is tired of pretending that everything is okay. Wives who are praying. Sometimes we're adjusting and we're learning, we're unpacking, and we're also relearning some things as well. But I find that we're not always talking about marriage, or if we do, not as honest as we can be. I believe that marriage deserves honest conversation. I find that many of us as wives are navigating marriage silently, looking for community and a space of togetherness for like-minded wives. Wives who want to see their husbands thriving, who want to see their marriages thriving, and who are not subscribing to what social media deems as successful marriages today. But I don't want to stop there. This podcast is also for women who are aspiring to be wives. It sits as a conversation for topics that maybe you've never heard of before, or you were curious about it before. And now this is your chance to learn and grow in preparation for that season. This is also for men who are interested in a wifely perspective and who want to see marriage from a side of the female perspective. You all are welcome at this table. I just want to be very clear. At this table, we do not bash husbands. We don't sugarcoat. We don't compete, but we do seek to grow. So what can you expect from the wife table? You can expect conversation about conflict resolution, intimacy and connection, communication, respect, honor, love, emotional safety, pouring into yourself, but also being able to pour into your spouse, faith in marriage, and other topics as well that you might request for in the comments. I'll be bringing guests to the table. Wives from different perspectives and seasons and experiences and tenure in marriage. Hopefully some different cultures and backgrounds as well. Conversations that are really gonna challenge us. Some might stretch us. Some might be really uncomfortable and might even step on our toes a bit as well. But growth happens here at the table. So I'm praying that after each episode, viewers can take something meaningful away that they can apply to their lives. I want to say that I'm not coming to the table as a perfect wife. I don't have it all together. I'm growing. I'm evolving. I'm also unlearning and relearning many things. I've had moments where I've handled things beautifully in my marriage and moments where I absolutely did not. And I want to be real honest and raw about that. But I'm committed to being better. I want to continue growing, and I want to invite wives to the table who are looking for those same things as well. So if this sounds like a space for you, I'd love for you to follow. I'd love for you to subscribe if you're watching on different platforms. And I want you to share this with another woman, another wife, either current, engaged, or looking to be married. I really want to say that everything I'm doing in this season of my life through this podcast, I want God to get the glory. And I've shared in many spaces and places before about my life's journey, and my story is always for God's glory. So I pray and hope that that's something that you'll see and that will shine through in this podcast. So thank you. Thank you for pulling up a chair and for coming to sit with me today at the wife's table. I'm really hoping and hopeful that you will be positively impacted every time you watch this podcast, that the way that we portray marriage is accurate and that God would be approving of it, right? Because a lot of the times on social media, we see marriage and relationships portrayed in ways where that don't represent me, at least. I don't know if you feel like they represent you, but they don't represent me. And so I really, really want the wife table to be a positive representation of what marriage truly is and truly look like from a wife's perspective. So come on the journey with me. I'm excited to be starting off this new endeavor. I can't wait to see what's in store, but I want you to stay with me. I want you to keep watching. I want you to pull up a chair and join with me here at the wife's table. I want to say thank you so much for your support in advance, for following, for liking, for commenting, and for sharing and subscribing. And until the next time, y'all, we'll see you then. Bye.